Hey, I'm Brandon Davenport from TechHelp.com, and today I'm here with Myriam from gadget on Twitter at tnkgrl. So,
hey guys.
Yeah, I just want to ask you a few questions real quick. What type of gear did you bring on this trip? Phones, computers?
It's a good question. I was going to blog about that and never got around to it. For me, it's all about redundancy. You never know what's going to happen. I need to be able to hit the floor, really quickly if I need to. So I brought my MacBook Air 11, which is a high-end model, and as my main system, and I have a MacBook Pro 13 as my backup. I also have a Canon S95 digital camera. It's a small point and shoot, but it's really high quality, really good in low light. Has optical image stabilization in low light, which is really
nice.
awesome. Does good macro shots. So that's for my still photography. It also does 720p video, but it doesn't do autofocus during videos. I tend to not use it for video unless I know it's always going to be the same distance.
Yeah.
I've got an iFi in that, so I can upload via Wi-Fi the pictures if I need to. Like if I'm on a MiFi and I can share it with my MacBook, so that way every time I take a shot, it gets put on a folder and I can live blog or whatever.
Nice.
I have a really cheap $79 Sony point-and-shoot camera as a backup. It's actually not a bad one. It's actually better for video. I sometimes use it. It does VGA with autofocus and macro.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of nice for that.
Yeah.
It's directly to MPEG-4. Just
nice.
imported straight. Then I brought 3 phones, kind of restrained for me. I always carry like 4 or 5. I brought my Nexus S right here, my main phone, with my own personal phone number. I have an iPhone 4 here for work. This is actually in a little Bluetooth keyboard case. That's not normally the setup. It's like a box wave. I'm testing this out because I lost my case somewhere along the way this week, so I didn't want to keep it unprotected.
That's awesome. And
I have my N8. The reason I have this one is for pictures. Every now and then, of course I got the S95, but it's not always on me or whatever. Like right now, like I'd have to run back. So it's nice to have a really good camera if I need to. Then I got like a million cables and power supplies and connectivity and card readers and all the stuff you need to get the work done.
Nice.
That's pretty much the setup. It's a pretty straightforward thing.
Yeah.
The big key is connectivity. So obviously, we got Wi-Fi, but that's often kind of spotty. So I have a clear 4G dongle. I have a Sprint 4G 3G dongle. I have a Virgin Mobile 3G dongle. And I can tether both my iPhone, well, all 3 of these phones. The Nexus One over Wi-Fi on T-Mobile. The iPhone I've hacked so I can tether on AT&T.
Nice.
And I've got the N8 that can be tethered over Bluetooth by default. There's apps you can install to make it Wi-Fi tethered, but it's really just a backup at this point.
Are there any cool trends you saw at CES this year besides tablets, obviously?
Well, it's interesting to me that we really haven't seen much. Like as far as phone announcements, all of them have been Android, which is not surprising, but this nails it for me. It means like this is it. Like from now on, forget feature phones and dumb phones.
Yeah.
I mean, anything that's even like I got to play with a Huawei Ideos X5 yesterday, which is billed as a mid-range phone. It has the same specs as a G2 without a keyboard. Yeah. And that's a mid-range phone now. That's what they bill up to be a mid-range, right? So that's pretty amazing when you think about it. Yeah. I'm really blown away with the Atrix from Motorola and AT&T because of the fact that it can be docked to a desktop setup or a laptop setup. That really is the future. I've been waiting for a device like this forever. I don't know if you guys remember the Okio in 2004, 2005. That was a handheld, pocketable computer running XP, and that was their vision. Crazy. Their vision was you carry your CPU, your data with you at all times. You have all your stuff on you everywhere you go, and you dock it at the office. You dock it to a netbook, laptop type setup, and you can work and a full screen, windowed UI whenever you need. And when you undock it, you got a finger-based UI. I think this is the future for those of us who are power users. I think this is the biggest thing, and I'm really looking forward to see what Motorola does with it going forward. I'd like to see it on more phones than just the Atrix. I'd like to see maybe the the Droid, the Droid they announced, Bionic, to do that as well, hopefully. Yeah. And of course the first LTE phones, that's a pretty big deal.
That is awesome. What was the most interesting thing you saw at the show, like first day?
Well, I want to say that, this is day 2 today. Yeah. Really. And I've been here for a few days. Most of the heavy lifting for us was press conferences and stuff that we needed to go to. So it doesn't really feel like, the first day for me. What's the most interesting thing I saw? That was your question? Yeah. It's a tough one. I'm very excited with, if you listen to our podcast from yesterday, it's going to be up today at some point. You'll see I kind of run it out, and the Atrix is really up there for me. The LTE phones, I'm very excited about I like the design. I like, you know, the phones are all starting to look the same, and it kind of bugs me.
Yes.
I like the fact that, you know, like unique design really matters still. And I think I have to give props to Sony Ericsson for the Arc. It does really look unique. I really can tell right away, like, this is the Arc. It's not like some generic, what is this, a Motorola? Is this a Samsung? Is this an LG? You know what I'm saying. The other thing I think is really kind of cool is that really thin Samsung, the Infuse, I think it's called, the 4.5-inch AT&T phone.
Yeah.
That looks pretty sweet.
That is awesome.
As far as other things, of course, the Motorola Zoom tablet, you know, finally we've got Honeycomb here. I'm really excited about that. What else? I don't know. There's a few things. If you go to my my Facebook, actually, which is under my real name, Myriam Joire, you'll see my likes. I've liked the things that really mattered, that we wrote
Interesting,
about.
awesome.
And I can't remember. There's so much stuff. It's just ridiculous, right? I mean, you guys know. You've been out there, right? It's insane.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So that's basically. I'm sure I'm gonna run to more things. We're gonna hit the show floor right after I finish talking to you.
Yeah.
And I'm hopefully going to run into some really cool stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna finish off what recent hype, like basically like yesterday. The recent hype of Honeycomb, like the videos and everything. What do you think of that stuff?
So you know, the hilarious thing is, I've been working so hard. I haven't had a chance to read or watch half of the stuff we've made.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
I know. I have a bit of an idea, you know, from we talk in there and we know what, you know, we're sharing, did you see this and stuff? I mean, I'm very excited about Honeycomb. I think that an interface that, I like the idea that there's no more buttons. It's like you can hold the thing anywhere you want.
That's
you know,
cool.
You got the gestures and you got this interface that can scale from tablet down to the phone and stuff. I think, you know, that's what I'm really excited about.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Let's get back to CES.
All right. Cheers.
Awesome.